Hello everybody, Sporanzian here. Let's talk some Ark Raiders, shall we? And today we're going to discuss what's known, what isn't, and what's next. If you're like me, you're going to be pretty hyped for the Server Slam that's coming on the 16th of this month, because you know just after those 3 days of dipping our tips in the pool of awesomeness, we've got 2 weeks till the full release. Let the hype train fully crash into the station, shall we? Let's get on with it. First of all, I'd like to give a shout out to the user who donated the footage to me. His name is Udens. I'm going to put a link to it and a little message here showing that. He was kind enough to donate some footage because the Server Slam is actually going to be the first time that I get to fully dip my wick into the world I'm so excited about. So, what do we know? We know that it's actually getting released. Let's get gas, shall we? We know that we're going to have the Server Slam coming out on the 17th. It's going to run to the 19th. And we also know that the purpose of this is to stress test the servers. What does that mean? It means that maybe we're going to be hit with queues. I mean, completely normal. It also means that maybe they might be super prepared and everything's going to run smoothly. But let's face it, some of the biggest studios, they struggle with releases regardless of how well they know that it's going to go. So I think this is going to serve a purpose and everybody needs to be slightly prepared for that. What are they going to include in this? Well, according to them, we're only going to have access to one map during the Server Slam, which is going to be Dam. I believe in Tech Test 2 there were 3 to choose from, but I think this is going to be enough just over a few days for the people who didn't get a chance to actually get stuck in. There's going to be a little bit of emphasis on crafting, progression, but within that time frame I think they're holding a lot of cards close to their chest. Is this what the people who've already done the test want? Probably not. They probably want to get the same content they had before. But I kind of like the fact that they're holding stuff back, you know? I think it's good. I think it's just a little tease, concentrate on testing the servers and kind of get a gauge for them just how gas it is. See how much bigger this is going to be than Tech Test 2. Because I know a lot of people, like myself, struggle to get codes for that. So it's going to be, I think it's going to be busy. For the people who've already done it, I imagine they're going to want to get in, experience some of the PvP again. I imagine a lot of the crafting is going to be very similar to what they've already had. Is that a bad thing? Not at all. I think it will get people prepared. It's going to give everybody an idea of how their solo queuing works, because I know that people were raving about that during their tech test, saying that the majority of times they were queued with other solos. Not always, but you know, you've got to have a bit of fear in a survival game, right? Now, I have kind of been terminally stuck on the Reddit lately, maybe over the past 2-3 weeks, and you guys may have seen this chart. This seems to be the main conversation at the minute. Like, people are not happy with the regional pricing. Now, is this going to get changed? We don't know. Is there a problem? I mean, the numbers kind of speak for itself. Some people are truly getting screwed, you know? And I think this is a problem. Do I think it's going to have a major effect going forward? Hard to say. Probably not. I think, you know, with the hype, people sort of buy into it anyway. And I know there's a lot of comments about the regional pricing sort of being not dictated, but have recommendations being placed forward by Steam and those not being as accurate as they really should be. Does this need to be looked at? I think maybe just some small tweaks would go a long way. Are they putting it at the top of their priority list? Probably not. Hopefully they do it at least a couple of days or before, if they are going to do it before the release, so people can still get their pre-order bonuses. Speaking of pre-order bonuses, another thing that I've seen a lot of people talking about is people who bought the basic version and they're asking if they can upgrade to the deluxe once the game comes out. Just to confirm, yes you can, but you don't get the pre-order bonuses, so probably best just asking for a refund and buying the deluxe version if you want to. You gotta get, I think, the rubber ducky keychain or something. I don't know, you tell me in the comments. But yeah, the Reddit has been kicking off. Lots of good discussions about the audio quality, lots of hype, people are losing their minds. And you may even be happy to know that the I see it everywhere posts have calmed down a little bit, because that was getting crazy about a month ago. I've never seen so many pictures of rainbows in my life, but I get it. People are gassed and I'm right there with them. Right, we've talked about what we know, and yes, probably missed tons of things, but for my first video, I'm thinking I'll keep it as short as possible. Let's talk about what we don't. What have they said is going to be added into the game for full release? Well, it looks like they're keeping their cards to their chest. They're saying that they've got some surprises and lots of stuff that's been added from Tech Test 2. So let's go. The more the better. The more weapons, the more balancing. I saw some posts basically in their Discord where they talked about they were working on balancing and they had all the feedback and everything. So what we don't know. Could it be more maps? I don't know. Let's speculate. Let's get crazy, right? More weapons? Maybe. Hey, we are completely in the dark. What would we like to see? Personally, I think in terms of the way the gameplay is working, it is in such a good place. And apparently it was optimized super well. I'm going to be playing on a screaming laptop, so I'm pretty terrified, but from the medium quality specs they put out, it looks pretty okay. So I think a lot of people are going to be able to enjoy it. The only suggestion I would like to maybe see, which I've seen, is apparently the proximity chat and everything is super, just super clean, and it reacts to your environment. I would like to see maybe a DayZ kind of vibe where, you can switch it to whispering and bits like that, because then, queuing with a team or whatever that you don't know necessarily might just be a little more, you might feel like you're more in there together. So I don't know. You tell me. What do you guys want to see? What have they not spoke about that you guys are eager for? And I suppose that brings us on to pretty much the last section of this video. Like I said, I don't want to make this a long rambling video. It's more of an introduction. Just saying, hey, my name's Baranzian and I'm looking forward to making content in the future as much as possible. So I'm going to leave it with this question. What do you guys want to see? What fears do you guys have? What complaints do you guys have? I want to make some videos basically taking your comments and discussing them. So the more details, the better. And hey, if I only get 2, it's going to be a short next video, right? No issues with that. I personally, I can't begin to explain how gassed I am for this. And I know there's so many people going to want to go topside on release. And I can't wait to meet you all topside up there. Once again, I'm Sparanzian. Drop some comments below. Let's get a dialogue going. And I'm going to try and keep updates coming as more information is made available to us. I hope you all have a wicked day. See you topside, guys.
I måste... Ja, hon så type shit. Det är fan vad gött att få lite uppmärksamhet.